A Mother's Love from the UK. Some of you might remember that I've been doing tributes, and this tribute I've been waiting for because there was photos that came with it. She has challenged me, the author of this tribute, to read this without crying, so here we go. Hey Riley, my name is Becky, I'm 34 and I'm from the UK. I absolutely love your videos. I watch them when I'm cleaning or hiding in the toilet from my 4 kids. I've always been rather spiritual and my mom was a medium. She was an amazing medium, actually. She always wanted me to tap into my gift, but I always said that it scared me, which it does. I mean, I find it all fascinating, but I shit myself every time I see or hear something. Girl, same. So I have a few stories for you, but I'll start with this one, and I suppose this could probably fit into the new tribute section of your TikTok. So here it goes. Buckle up, get yourself a drink and snacks, maybe some tissues. It's a long one, and trigger warning for anyone who may be feeling the same as me, this story contains parental loss and grief. During the first week or so of October 2023, my beautiful mom was in the hospital with sepsis. She had been poorly for quite a while, and our health services over here failed her. She wasn't given antibiotics for the infection, and unfortunately the sepsis was too far gone. I sat by my mom's bedside for days, and after we heard those words, she's dying, and we give her 2 days to live, her final words were said to me between struggles for breath. I love you. We had a family room with a courtyard and a sofa bed, so we all would stay with her. I sat by her bed stroking her face and her hair, just like she did to me as a baby to settle me, as a toddler to get me out of tantrums, and as a teen to get me through my first heartbreak. God, I could do with that comfort now while my heart is aching for her. While she was in this state of unconsciousness, I took her fingerprints with a kit I bought off of Amazon. I hope no one is panic buying fingerprint memory kits today, and if you are, my thoughts and love go out to you because it's not something I thought I'd be buying for my mom, not at my age anyway. I took her fingerprints, and my mom and I had always said we would have a code word for when that time came that either of us would pass, so that if we were to have signs given to us or spiritual readings, we would know for sure that the other person is there because she would know how to say the code word. We didn't have time to decide on one before she passed, so I said to her, Mom, we always said we would have a code word, and you're not here to help me decide, so I could pick something really awful, like penis or boobs, and you'd have to say no, but I won't, so peacock. Peacock is the word for maybe the letter P. She loved peacocks. We would always joke and wind each other up, and we're quite laid back, sarcastic family, so that wasn't out of the ordinary, and the other family members there just laughed away with us, tears also streaming down my face. I don't think they stopped the whole week and haven't really stopped since. Mom took her last breath at 8:20 a.m. on October 12th, and I called her time of death. I had a sudden urge to take her fingerprints again. I don't know why, but it was like a voice in my head saying fingerprint, fingerprint, fingerprint. Over and over again, so I did. I took one or more fingerprints, then I got home. I was shocked to look at the fingerprints. The ones before she passed were normal prints, as you'd expect, however the one after she passed was clear and had a P in the middle. I have since had the before and after prints as a tattoo, and I will attach it to this email. So the day came for us to collect my mom's best friend, also a medium, from the station, ready for my mom's cremation, and following the day and the station, the train was delayed as it hit a bird. Annoying, but not out of the ordinary, I thought, and so I walked around to kill time and literally bumped into a lady selling things. Can you guess what she was selling? I'll give you a second to think. Peacock feathers attached to a broomstick, and a sign that said, I'm here for the booze. Boo and Bear were my nicknames, my family, and especially my mom called me, and my mom called herself a witch. I burst into tears and asked her for how long she had been there, as I didn't notice her when I had come in. I burst into tears and asked her how long she had been there, as I didn't notice her when I walked in a few minutes before. She said she wasn't supposed to be there that day, and she wasn't supposed to have the feathers, but she had a random call that morning to see if she wanted some peacock feathers, and she just felt drawn to the station. I have one of those feathers here with me now. The other one was sent with my mom to heaven. I'm glad I decided not to use the word penis, as the code word God knows what would have been waiting for me at that station, lol. Now, I believe the fingerprint and the feathers and signs were ways she was showing me she was with me. However, this was confirmed when, after the funeral, I didn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even wash my hair. I couldn't do anything. I laid on the sofa, clutching my hair out of a set of crochet hearts. I have one and my mom has the other in heaven. The house was silent. The TV was flickering, but the sound wasn't on. I was just numb. And with tears streaming down my face, I suddenly felt a hand on my face. Then my hair. This felt familiar. It didn't scare me. I definitely jumped slightly at first, but it was my beautiful mom's hand, and when I tell you she stroked my hair until I fell asleep, I know I sound full-blown batshit crazy, but this happened, and I will never forget that feeling. I hadn't felt it since I was a teen experiencing my first heartbreak, but that was my mom's hand showing me the same comfort I showed her in her final hours by stroking my hair. She was telling me to sleep, telling me it's okay, and telling me even though I can't see her, she will never leave her baby girl. My mom was and still is my absolute best friend. It was and still is extremely hard, and my heart is in pain knowing that it's Mother's Day here in UK next week and I'm on my own for the day with the kids, and my husband is working. The pain is heavier on these special days. I know this was a super long one, but I suppose my message here is if you've lost someone special and you're worried they're not there, they are. You may not be able to see them, hear them, or feel them all the time, but sit in the quiet and remember them. Talk about them. Open up your heart and let the emotions out. And remember how lucky we are to have this much pain because it means we loved someone so deeply and felt love in return that this is all we can really ask for in life. Oh, hold on. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Also remember not to use penis or boobs as code words because the loved ones on deathbeds are really listening. Please feel free to tag me, and I've got a ghost story on the way to you as well. I've attached a photo of the fingerprint tattoo, a photo of the crochet hearts, a photo of the peacock feathers, and a photo of myself and my mom. I was a mess. I wore the same clothes for 3 days. I didn't stop stroking her hair, but I feel the photos help to picture the events. Lots of love, Becky. Becky, I'm not sure if you wanted me to share the photos, but I feel like it is a disservice to not share them. So here's Becky and her beautiful mom. Just take it in for just a second. The before is on the left, the after is on the right. You can tell because the right one has the P, like she said, for peacock. The sign with the peacock feathers at the station. The peacock feathers that she kept. And the hearts that her mom also has, as well as the ones she was clutching when she felt her hand. I cannot express enough how much I wanted to cry while reading this. I had to pause it several times because I kept getting choked up. You can probably tell multiple times. With that being said, Becky, I won the challenge because I did not cry, okay? First of all. Second of all, this was so beautiful, and I am so incredibly sorry for your loss. I have lost quite a few people in my life, and this was a very beautiful message. And I love this segment on my page. I really do, and I hope that more people send in their tributes because, just like you said, it's important to remember those that we lost because they are always here with us. It doesn't have to be in ghost form. It can be in spirit. It can be whatever you believe, but they are truly still here with us, and I think that your mom's signs were very clear and very abundant, and I am also very, very happy that you did not use either of those two words. I did replace them, I will say for everyone watching, I replaced them with more appropriate words, hoping that I will not get flagged. Ugh. But even if I do, I still loved this story very, very much. So thank you for sending it in. On that very sad note, it is my birthday next month, and I've been trying to think of a way that I can include everyone in my birthday. So I don't know, maybe drop some ideas in the comments. But if you can like, share, comment, that would help me immensely, and that's all I want for my birthday. Okay. If you guys have any ideas for my birthday's in May. It's in the middle of May, and I'll have the day off. So if you have any ideas, let me know. That's my car saying it's going to turn off in 30 seconds if I don't tell it that it's been on for 30 minutes. So that's fun. I do not feel the greatest today, but I think I'm going to try to film another video. I had 2 more that I wanted to film. One of them was an update, and the other one is another Ouija board story. Gosh, you guys, get it together. Anyways, I love you guys. This was a really long tribute. If you have any ideas for my birthday and how I can include you guys next month, let me know. Love you. Have a great day.